Right, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of this Let's Try, the series where I try a game, and we'll see if you like it, see if I like it, and we'll keep it let it continue if the answer is yes to all the above. There is one difference in normal though. I have played this game for a few hours already, and I thought, you know what, I love it that much, let's bring it to the channel, but it's still going to be a see if you like it, see if I like doing it as videos. Yeah, I feel like this game's going to be one of the games that's going to be very easy to get addicted to it for a short period of time, but then it'll very fast get boring, because it's not a finished product. There needs to be a lot more added to it. It's, yeah, early access. I really love what they've got done so far, I'll just say. Like, the basic skeleton of this game is there, and a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes is, there's so much detail and attention to detail and love going on just what's going on in the back and like the story in the background of the game as the dog comes in and hopefully doesn't break the green screen any more than it already is because the light is annoying today. Yes. But I've rambled on enough. Let's jump in and you'll start seeing some of the stuff I'm on about. Let's go to new game. We're going to start in Era 1, though, because I feel like this is going to be the easiest. And then, obviously, Era 4 is not even being developed yet. They're still making Era 4. I'm guessing that's the next on their to-do list. And then they're going to start fleshing out some of the other stuff. Like your base building and stuff like that. But we're going to start with Era 1 because that is probably the easiest era to be in. And we're going to start an Entrepreneur, which is normal difficulty. So let's just make us, we'll just do BC. We'll just go BC Corp. And your corporation does get fame and reputation and stuff like that. Right, so this is our base. We've got a production hall for building, a warehouse for storing resources and tanks, a design bureau for designing, an engineer bureau for engineering, research for research and admin for all the stuff, and a test drive location for test driving our tanks. Now, we don't start off with any contracts, but before we do, let's just take a quick look. So I don't think there is much historical accuracy intended with the wars and all that go on. Like, you start off as Britain, which is all you can be in this little early access. Once the game's fully released, I'd love to see an option where you can start as Germany, you can start as America, you can start as I tried to think of all the tanks that are in game, but there's just so much room for expansion in this game. So yeah, you start off as a Briton, and then you can end up trading with almost anyone, and you can also steal and research the technology of almost anyone, but we'll get into that later. But from what I've seen of the wars, it doesn't seem to be historically accurate. I'm pretty sure I've seen Germany going to war with almost anyone. I'm pretty sure I've seen Britain going to war with almost anyone in that couple of hours I've been playing already. So yeah. And that is all good, and like they conquer and fight stuff, and then there's so much detail and love going on in the background. Like all the infantry is simulated, all the this and that and everything is simulated. All the infantry are making their technological progress as well, and so there's just so many layers of this game all going over on top of each other. It makes it feel really realistic, and it'll probably make every game feel a wee bit different. So we showed off the world map a wee bit. That's not where you spend most of your time. You spend most of the time here. So let's just use this as a shortcut to get to design bureaus. We start off with these two designs. We've got no designs for. So we've got some parts, 218 for that, and then 299. Yeah, I thought so. We're never going to really want to use this old design here, the Heavy Mark 0. We're just going to go straight onto using the Heavy Mark 1s. Let's make this obsolete. Now, Britain, I'm pretty sure if we got roles, they only are using Vanguard tanks right now. So let's design a pretty good, yeah, a country, British Empire, is using Vanguard tanks. So let's design ourselves a Vanguard tank. The Heavy Mark 1. There we go. That's our basic shell. We're just going to get something basic and simple. What will we call this? We'll think of a name soon, but yeah, it's going to be a Vanguard is our selected role. You can still sell it as other things, but you just need to be aware. It gives you like some tips and all that on what those tanks are meant to be good at. So we're just going to use all the base. We don't really have much options here right now. We're just going to have this. Have that here. A male. Oh, nope, wrong. That's the yep, that's the mark. This is the model. Boom, boom. And then we don't really have much choices for guns either. We just need to get something in production so we can start selling it, start making money. And then we're going to start working out and fine-tuning all our other stuff, like crew. Right, it's got a lot of crew slots. Let's see. So, first of all here, commander, we need max of 5 commander points. Yeah, so the heavy Mark 1 requires 1, and then the Mark 1s, they also demand having commander, but I don't think we've got the ability to go up to that. So we're just going to have 4 points in commander. So you can see it's turned orange. So it's saying it's not ideal, but it's passable. It's workable. The commander will be a wee bit stressed out more, but like he can do it. Alright, here, driver, 4 points. We got that sorted. The drivers are going to be having a perfect fine time. Right, gunners. Yeah, each of them. So we're going to require 4 points in gunnery, which we've now got. We could also like change these gunners to be gunners, mechanics, gunners, loaders, and then, but I think we're just going to want the straight 4 points. Alright, we don't need any more gunners, so let's add a loader. Let's add a loader mechanic. Yeah, loader mechanic. So that's loaders all maxed out, and then let's add 2 mechanics. And that'll leave some free space in the tank, which is good. I don't know if this actually does anything, but yeah. Expendables, we've only got basic common naval shells. Pre-war, 303 ammo. Low-grade fuel, and we don't have any types of oils to put in. Right, so this is going to be... And what will we call it? You know what? We're going to call it the Land Raider Mark... Oh. MK1. Land Raider Mark 1. And then we're going to start trying to get upgrades for this as soon as we can. Because I think we're going to want to go quality. We're going to try and make stuff that are really expensive. Because as far as I can tell, you can't bankrupt your nation by, like, charging them. So we can make our tanks really good. So we can make them pay extra for the contract. But still want to go with us over our competitors. We'll take a look at that in a second. And, yeah. So there's Mark 1. Row attributes. Okay. So Land Raider Mark 1 assigned. So now we've got the heavy series of body and we've got the Mark 1 right here. 33 days until we have finished. Oh, is time advancing? Oh, time is advancing. I didn't start the time advancing. But time is now advancing. I don't want time to advance yet. So let's pause. Now let's see. Is there... That's rival designs for espionage and stealing yet. Is this the one there yet? Available? There is no administrators that have available. Okay. Research Bureau. Yeah, this is why we don't want time advancing yet. We're not researching anything. Alright, so what do we want to research? We've not really seen our contracts and what we're low on yet. The female sponson adds is 2 machine gun ports instead of the 1 cannon. Well, I don't really feel like we're... I don't really think there's going to be a lot of demand for DACA buses. I think America has a lot of demand, but we're not. We're just going to focus on supplying Britain right now. Same with the medium hull. Britain doesn't really like go for the medium hulls or anything like that anytime soon. I think mobility is where we're going to be thinking. So the low running gears, I don't think we're going to focus on them. I think we're just going to go pure on the high running gears. So if we can get improved high running, and then we can go straight to truck fuel. And then that'll give us a better form of fuel. Then maybe we go straight for oil, then the better engine. So then we can skip out doing the twin i4 engines. So we've got the sleeve i6 engine at the moment, is what we've got, yeah. So yeah, let's go for this. And we can see all these other stuff that we'll research with it. Right, so that's now there. Engineering Bureau. Let's take a look at here. So we can get yous maybe working on something. So, right, the Heavy Mark 0, we're going to make that is send that to obsolete. Now let's take a look at this. This is our default Mark 1. Heavy Mark 1.1. We do not have anything research we can put into there. Already wrought iron. All we've got is that. All we've got is this. I don't... Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've already got the better door. The other door must have come from the Mark 1. Oh, we could put the tail wheel on. Oh, yeah, so we do have to blah, 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 blah. And the only thing we can add is the tail wheel. Which, general... It's going to add weight, but it's going to give us mobility and protection up a wee bit. So yeah, it would improve it slightly. Heavy Mark 1 version 2. You know what, yep. Save that, and then we're going to... Oh, we don't have the staff to allocate because they're designing the other tank right now. Yeah, so there we go. So we're going to have the heavy... So that's going to be a slight improvement to that. So we still need to do that. Let's see this thing here. It does look like, yeah, we've got no other research. There's nothing else there to research. It's like time advance. Once the design bureau's done, we can then swap those manpower over to the engineering bureau. Right. Oh. New administrator available from the British Empire. He will give us an extra 5 engineers per line. Yes. Hire him. He'll be here in 5 days. Let's start now. Upgrading this. Now, we were going for mobility, weren't we? We're going heavy into the mobility at first. So let's build a mobility lab that will help us get through that faster. Because we're only allowed 4 things in here, and if we want to go high quality, maybe we should spam into this at first. Capacity. We may look at hiring some more engineers relatively soon. Try and get our technology up fast. Right, let's speed things up to 10. Oh, pause. Oh, pause. Contract number 1 is there as well, right. Let's come in, let's add this guy. Select. Boom. Right, so we don't have enough, so let's hire another 5 engineers. And assign them to help research. That will increase the speed of their research. Right, let's take a look at our first contract. We've got 27 days to apply. Right. They need 400... Wait, no. Yeah, they want the mass to be the... Okay. I see. So these are all the things we've got. We don't even have a design yet because our bureau hasn't even finished. So we can't even apply a design yet. So we've got to wait for these guys to finish up. Brilliant. So let's take a look. See here. There are some design flaws. Let's just amend everything because we're going for quality. So we're going to spend that extra money to amend the entire design flaws. Right. Let's just get these guys. Assign some staff to research this for me. And then we're going to send that to archive because we're not going to be using that from now on. We've got the better version. Test drive. We've got our Land Raider Mark 1. Let's take it out for a test drive. We want to test drive it before we offer it up to sell, basically. So let's take it out for a test drive. There we go. We got our little Land Raider Mark 1. Now, the thing is here with this, we don't have to complete the whole track. We just need to get to 300 points. And I noticed that it's easy to get to 300 points because there is more stuff that generates points than there is... more stuff that generates points than there is... points needed? Words are escaping me. So yeah. We'll swap to the machine gun because there's some soft targets first. Boom, 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 boom. Got them all. Right, let's go over the next obstacle. And I think the reason there is more points is because some tanks are like designed to only fight infantry. Some tanks are only designed to fight heavy stuff. And I know, as far as I'm aware, there is only one test course for now, but it looks like there is going to be more. So I don't know if it's just because I'm in the really early era. And obviously, as you just get more parts and design more wacky stuff, some of your designs might not even work. So another reason it's important to test drive. Like maybe you've like got a hull that's too big for the type of like sides you've put on. Yep, we managed to take that out with our ricochets. We got some points for a little Dakar bus over there, it looks like. One of the battle buses type designs. That's a German one. Only designed to fight infantry. But yeah, the reason we called this the Land Raider, we got distracted earlier on, is because a lot of the tanks in Warhammer are heavily influenced by this era of tanks. Like the Land Raider, the Lehman Russ, this, that, and the next thing. So I thought we'd play homage to Warhammer playing homage. So it's kind of like a full circle of homage, of references. Alright, some soft targets over there. If I can turn, we can shoot them. And you know what? We didn't even need to use the hard target gun on the hard target. Oh, we did use the hard target gun, didn't we? On the first hard target. 240 points. Yeah, we just need to basically return to the garage now. Get over the last few obstacles. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're getting over this obstacle. Good, we're getting over that trench. Oh, I was worried for a second there. I was like, oh no! We might not be able to get the full 300 points if we can't get any further. You see our little machine gun at the front. Right, this should take us up to 300 points here. Or should get us the exceptional performance. You see there's more stuff down there we could go. Yeah, we only got 2 out of 4 soft targets. Waypoints, yeah, there was more points available. Brilliant. Right, so now we've test driven that. Let's take a quick look at the design. There's no new flaws. They all seem happy with it. I'm happy with it. So let's now go to contracts. Right, so now we have our Land Raider Mark 1, which we can put in here. Yes! So, we're outperforming on the crew performance by 7. We're outperforming on the mobility by 14 and 104. We're outperforming on protection by 30. Firepower hard. We're outperforming. We're outperforming everywhere of the contract's requirements. So that's brilliant. We can see these are going to cost us basically 15,000 each. They're willing to pay us as the base, but because we're outbeating the score so much, we don't really have much insight onto the Hector Mark 1. I'm not going to pay for an insight. Not yet, anyway. I feel like it's too... We're outperforming it that well. I think we can just go ham. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it a success score about 400. The 20 is going to be hard because we've not even started building any yet. So we're just going to leave it at the 20. And the date, we're just going to leave it the same. There is no delay fees. So if we are late in delivering, as long as we get it to them, if we get an extra month, I think it is. So as long as we get it to them within a month after this date here, we're fine. So let's set that application away. So we're offering to deliver them Land Raider Mark 1s. Right, we're not going to wait because, as I said, we don't have anything in production yet at all. Actually, I think we can even... can have an extra 100 workers per line. Improve the production by breaking the entire management sentence. Man-hour cost reduction for tank production. Yeah, we're going to start building that. So that's our 2 buildings we're building under construction. Go to assembly line. How much resources do we have in stock? Do we have enough to start building 20 off the get-go? We have enough to maybe start building... Yeah, we're just going to start building the 20 we need. Right off the get-go. Because we may try and... I don't think we're going to have a time to get a Mark II ready for the second contract. So yeah, we're just going to do... We're going to try and do 2 contracts of Mark 1, then we're going to try and go to a Mark II. Once we've got some better technology. Right, let's... assign them to start building that. It's going to take them 128 days, but they come off one at a time kind of thing. Contract is accepted. We have 90 days. Oh, we've got 90 days to get these tanks delivered. Hey, our first building's finished. That's our mobility lab. Then after that... let's go for the extra engineers. New diplomatic agreement. The United States of America and Russia have signed a comprehensive trade agreement. So this is all the stuff going on in the background I was talking about. And then it's going to come up telling us every time there's rumours of a new tank in production. Every time there's new equipment given to infantry in a certain army. It does become a wee bit annoying. But it's okay. Improved high pass running gear. Research complete. Are we? Oh, yes. There we go. Right. Belt is done. Let's go for the truck fuel now. Yes. We can see where our Mark 1 was outperforming in everything. So I think we've got a wee bit of space left before we can... We need to get the Mark... We don't need to rush the Mark 2 out. We can take our time and make sure everything is beautiful. So we got our Mark 2 there. Right. And we just... So let's see. We got this. There's the new one here. The Warhorse. So you are now obsolete. We're not going to be using you. And the Centipede are now going to archive you. Archive you. So now we've just got our new Warhorse. Our new and improved Warhorse. Right. Let's take a look at you. So we've got the 2 tier 1s. So we can see the stat changes here. So this is what it's got on by default. Which gives it mobility, but reliability goes down. Crew performance. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave that as the Mark II one. And again, we've only got the one Mark II thing there. Again, we've only got the one Mark II thing there. Cooling vents. I'm guessing it's going to be better to have them on. And same with these. Running gear. Yeah, I think we just leave that at the Mark I. Do you want to save it? No. So yeah, we're just going to keep the Mark I there. We don't need that improved. I think we looked at everything else. It was all thingy, so we don't need to engineer anything. Because we got this here already. Right. Design Bureau. I don't think we're going to design a Mark II yet for the Land Raider, so that's fine. Brilliant. We've got our assembly line. Let's get those 100 extra workers. Let's take a look. How many tanks have we currently got? 9 in stock. We need 20 for our order. Okay, so we're halfway there. Rival tanks design rumors. Okay, so we'll take a quick look to take a look. So we can see Rheinmetall. We knew it cost me 1.9 million to send over like a unit of spies to go steal it. So that's very expensive. We're not going to steal it. Especially how this looks like it's going to be like a little light tank. Britain doesn't really focus on the light tank type stuff. So we're just going to stick with what we've got. Again, I think we're going to focus on the British stuff for now. We now have 14 in stock. Oh, this is for... yeah, this is what we want. Yeah. I don't want to start... Do want to deliver some early, because we could then do the super cheap one. Yeah, we're going to send the first 14 over with this super cheap one, because it's super cheap. It's only going to cost 650 per tank to send over. So it'll take a while, though. And it's probably going to get delayed. War declared. Hungary. Russia and Austria-Hungary is now at war. 14 of the Land Raiders have now been delivered. Brilliant. Our research division can now get more people. If I can ever get out the spinniness. Let's just click to here. Yep, I want to keep that going, but what I want to do is pop that up, and then I want to hire 10 more engineers. And I want to hire 100 more. Yep, because we're about to... Oh, we can set that to 300 right away. Boom. That's going to speed us up. I didn't realise we had more employees that we weren't using. Right, let's take a look at the warehouse. We got 3. We're going to wait till we got all 6. Brilliant. Right. How long have we got? We've got 17 days to finish this contract. So if we go for the super cheap one again, it's going to take us 8 days, but then there's a 75% chance it's going to take us 10 days. We'll go over by 1 day. By 1 day, but we're not going to lose out any reputation or any money if we do it. Yeah, so we're just going to do the cheap one. Right. I don't know how much stock we've got in, but I think we're going to be starting to run low on resources. So we're going to buy from Africa, because I think that's the one that takes a long time, but is the cheapest. And Oceanic's also pretty cheap. But Africa's even cheaper. So we're going to buy the resources to make 10 Land Raiders from Africa. It's going to take 17 days, but it's almost definitely going to get delayed. Research tank fuel. Brilliant. Right, oh, I need to be right back. Right, I am back. So again, I think we were going for this engine, weren't we? And we can get crude oil. And then I think when we've got this engine, I think we're going to make the Land Raider Mark II. It's going to take 26 days. That's good. We're researching things fast. You can see there's a new tank in production from a competitor. Contract number 1 is completed. We got our money. Brilliant. New diplomatic agreement. Battle of Barista ends. When battles happen with our tanks involved, we'll gain or lose reputation on that as well. New tank revealed. So we can see it there. New resources have arrived. Brilliant. Did I not? Oh, okay, right. So, only let me get the 60 earlier. Right, so let's go for 100. Because I want to start oversupplying tanks. To get more money. To pay for my extra resources and stuff. 400. And also, if there's more of them, hopefully our tanks will do better in battle, meaning we'll get a better reputation. Boom. Production done. Right. Currently have 10 in stock. We do not have the resources to make 20. Right, let's make 10. How much do we have the resources to make? The resources to make 14. Let's start making 14 then. It's going to take 31 days. Right, let's go to Africa again. And I was making 14, so let's get the resources to make 16 from Africa. Oh, we don't have enough. Right, let's see. Oceanic then. Yes, we've got enough there. The other cheap place. Right, Oceanic. 16 from there, please. 29 days. Probably going to be delayed. We might have to stall our production for a wee bit, but still, we're going to have plenty of tanks. We're going to get a new contract soon, probably. Brilliant. Crude oil is researched. Let's get this new engine. How long is it going to take us? 70 days. Yeah, let's get that engine and then we'll get the Land Raider Mark II designed and built. With its new and improved design. Oh, the Battle of Limburg has started. Nothing that big going on there. Right, then once we've got that, let's maybe then go... Do we want to go structure, firepower? Because I feel like we'll go build both of these. But you know what? I feel like structure has more physical differences, so I think this will be the more fun, visual differences. So we'll go for structure. And we'll start trying to upgrade our structure of our tanks a lot. Contract number 2. They would desire 23 tanks. Right, before we go to that, let's take a look, see how many we... Right, so we're currently... And we're getting the resources... So we currently have 19 in stock. We've got a while till we have to... How long do we have to make this contract? 30 days. So let's wait a wee bit. Boom. Our resources did not get delayed. Brilliant. Right, brilliant. Boom. So now I'll be able to see exactly without having to add and stuff. Right, so we got that. So if we go and we could got the resources to make another 16. which is only going to take us 35 days. So we're easily going to get this done long before they're, like, in demand. So let's assign that, and let's start building these Land Raider Mark 1s. Now let's go to our contract. Offer the Land Raider Mark 1. They're still the same demands as before, so that's brilliant. Oh, Max are willing to take us 35. I'm going to make 5 extra. So you know what, we'll do one more contract of Mark 1s then. We'll go up to having 35. We'll go up to having 30 of them, just in case the Max will take us 30. And let's just spam up the amount of money they're willing to give us till we're about 400. They're still using the Hector Mark 1. So we easily beat the Hector Mark 1 last time. We're offering them 35 tanks when they want 23. It's more money than they asked for. It's only costing us 15,000 to make these, so we're doubling our money from them. But then we're funding a lot of research. We're putting a lot of money into research and extra manpower to get these pumped out faster. So we kind of need that wee bit extra. But we're blowing all their asks out the water, so they should still, success score still really high. So let's boom. Right, that's going to leave us 5 tanks left over, isn't it? So once this is all built, I am going to want to make another 25 Land Raider. Right, Oceanic doesn't have enough, Africa doesn't have enough. Do you have enough for 15? Yes, you have enough for 15. So let's get that first of all, then we'll see. Then maybe we'll see if we can get 10 from Ocean. Once that's here and in stock. Contract number 2 has been accepted. Brilliant. Right, one thing I want to check though is sending off our tanks, because there is... where is it? The cheap one has a max of 30. So yes, we're not going to be able to do it in one shipment if we just use these guys, and we want to do it super cheap, so we'll send off the first 29 right now. So that means once these are finished production, we can send off the other group. Oh, it got delayed 10 days. That's not a problem. We're doing the super cheap one. Building is finished. Where was that building? We're not building anything anywhere. Maintenance office. Let's reduce the cost of buildings. Let's build that. I want everything to be done cheaper. Right. The production hall, special facilities, metal hardening. Reduction of the production costs. Yes, reduce my production costs. Let's make more money. Then I want to get these Mark IIs out so I can charge even more money for per tank. Delivered. Happy days. Boom, 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 boom. Production done. We've got 44 days to still meet this contract. That's fine. We should have enough to make 15, right? Yep, 15 Land Raider Mark 1s. Happy days. And I want the resources to make 10 Land Raider Mark 1s. From the Oceanic. Boom. Oh, and we're going to have to send those tanks off. Where's the nice cheap one? Send them. Land Raider Mark delivery delay 10 days. That's fine. We're fine. We've got 39 days for them to get there. It can be delayed 10 days. That's fine. That's why we went with the cheap option, because we have time. Right. Brilliant. Tank Corps. British Empire is in groundbreaking stride and is the Fusilier tank into its arsenal. So the British might start wanting to have Fusilier tanks. So we're going to need to take a look at that. Got to start building. Oh, no available construction slots. Okay. Right, so we'll get. There's improved female sponsing. So I think we're going to beeline it for improved female sponsing to make our first Fulisade tank design. Just in case I don't... My other game, Britain hadn't asked me put out a contract for any Fulisade tanks, but we're going to make a contract for one just in case. The Fulisade ones are the ones that have all the, like... all the DACA bus, basically. And I'm trying to remember, is it Land Raider Regime? Is it a Land Raider Hurricane? The one that's got all the bolters instead? Maybe we'll just call it Land Raider Hurricane. Right. We can, it looks like, jump straight to this. Because we've got its pre-requirement. So I think we're going to jump female sponsing. We're going to skip out all this and jump straight to bolt. Oh, is it because we've got the firepower requirement? Yeah. Not restricted, doesn't cost. Right, so we're just going straight to that. I think maybe because we've got like the mobility requirement that leads up to it. So we're going to jump straight to here, then we're going to go straight for that female sponsons, our next thing we're after. But on our way, we're going to get boat assembly, which will hopefully give us some parts that we can upgrade. And we're going to be able to get the Heavy Mark V as an upgraded body. So we can make a Mark III Land Raider from those. Right, those are here now though. We've got everything we need for our design bureau. We've got our Land Raider Mark I. Let's clone the design. I'm going to call it the Land Raider Mark II. We can move this to this body, which gives us slightly more stats. Right, we're gonna send the old engine to the archive, because I'm assuming the new engine is just better at everything. Knight i6, archive. Boom, so we've got the better engine. Tracks, Warhorse. We got the better tracks. We didn't have these tracks before, did we? Boom, yeah, so that's another improvement. Still only Vanguard is our types. So they're not asking for facade tanks yet. At all. Like, there is no, in the tank roles, there is none at all. Male sponson, male sponson. Our cannon, and our machine gun. Selected crew, commander, driver, gunner, loader, mechanic. And there we go, that's all the stuff done because we've got less requirements on crew. So now we've got 3 empty slots. So that's good. That should make our crew perform a bit better because there's more space. Expendables, we still only have the basic naval shells. Only got the pre-war ammo. We now have truck fuel instead of low-grade fuel, which we can see is better everywhere. No, it's it's power units the same, but it's operation and everything else is better. And we now have oil, which is going to take slightly away from our power. Wait, no, it's going to add and take away from our power. And then, there we go. It's going to add to our reliability and stuff. Britain paint. And assign. Boom, they're now researching our, well, they're designing our Land Raider Mark II. We can just take a look here. We go from attributes, the total sum of all our attributes here is 642. We go to 716 with our Land Raider Mark II. So we can see our Mark I here. There's our Mark II. So see, it's got better engine, better sides, and it's got better fuel and stuff as well. Right. Oceania delayed for 5 days, that's fine. Boom, we completed contract number 2. Happy days. Contract number 3 will be the Land Raider Mark 1s, and then we're going to jump to our Land Raider Mark 2s. Building finished. It's our hardening hall. Let's go for our firepower lab. Land Raider Mark II, design complete. Let's now take a look and iron out. There's not that many things to be amended. I think it's because I think you get less when it's a copy of like a greater mark. When we go to the Land Raider Mark III, which will be on the new hull, I think that's when things will get a bit more need to be amended, right? But it needs to be test driven. So the Land Raider Mark II, we've only got the first little area there, so let's test drive. So we should be faster this time, because we upgraded our mobility quite a bit, and we struggled to get over the second trench last time. We should find it easier to get over that trench. Happy days. First trench, easy peasy. I think we'll call it part after this test drive, and then we'll definitely do a part 2. Maybe we'll do a part 3, because I'm really enjoying this, and then I'll see what you think of it, and then we'll see if it continues. I don't remember what my time was for the Mark 1, but it should be better now that we've got the Mark 2. I'm going to race myself a wee bit. Oh no, I got stuck! I got stuck at the wall! We didn't go up the middle of it. There we go, what up, what up, what up, what up? Maybe we're not as good power to weight ratio, so because we didn't get the momentum, I take it we had a bit more of a running start last time. Right. I'm going for speed, we're not using the cannon, I'm racing myself. For now, we're that early on, like these little tractors, low tractors, etc. can be killed by the machine gun. So the count is a hard target. Did we destroy that? Oh. There we go. Got it. Let's go! I don't think the time actually matters, but I still want to race myself, because this tank should be faster. Yes. Then for firepower, we may see if we can jump straight into the higher bracket next time. Skip out the stuff in that sort of first bracket because we've already got it. Go for the quality. And then start making our way towards the end of the World War I era technology, even though we're just at the start of one World War I era. Maybe we can start getting some World War II technology. But then the problem with that... Maybe we want to go back and research everything though as well, so that... I think we've got all them. Yep. So that we've got more options, we can design and fine-tune all the parts. Because as we research more stuff, we're going to have lots of options for like each little door and hatch. So the Tier 2 hatch might be better than the Tier 3 one, situationally. So yeah. Or the Tier 2, like the Tier 2 design of the hull might come with like a better hatch than the Tier 3 one. It might be how you get the Tier 2. Like the hatch itself might be Tier 3 on the Tier 2, but on Tier 2 on the Tier 3, and then you can fine tune and mix and match. I don't know. I don't know if there is anything like that, or if everything is a straight upgrade. Kind of makes the engineering side of things pointless if everything's a straight upgrade. But we added... It can't be straight pointless, because we added that one part from that tail bit on from the tier 0 hull to the tier 1 hull, and it was a straight upgrade because the tier 1 hull didn't have one. So the design bureau were happy with it. Like test run was happy. Mark II, no new flaws. Brilliant. So we're going to call that a part. I'm going to say, I hope you have all enjoyed this. Join me on next time, where we are going to be starting to produce the Mark II Land Raiders, and also starting to research our first full Fusade tank, and get that into production too. So we've got an option if Britain comes and goes, we want a contract for Fusade tanks. We'll have that. I would love to see some of these extra lines going up. I think this is stuff's not implemented yet because it's all locked. I think everyone with the padlock you see is not implemented yet. But you can see they're planning to add it so you can get more of these lines. These upgrades, you can get them... There's no slots, we can't do it now, but to get to tier 3, 4, 5, etc. it's all locked. So there is a lot more depth coming to the game, like in all these upgrades and stuff. I'd love to be able to get more buildings as well. Currently I think it's 4 to each one. But yes, hope you all enjoyed this. Join me on for part 2. We'll definitely do a part 2, maybe a part 3. And then we'll see if you want this little series to continue. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye.